Yo, what up, everybody? Welcome back to Manifesting Your Desires. It's your boy, Antonio. And I finished the book. So now that I finished the book, you know what that means. It's time to study it again. And I'm going to just keep studying this book because this is one of those books that this is going to be like one of those lifelong books that I study. But towards the end, at the end, it talked about, like I mentioned in the last video, gratitude. It also mentioned your physical desires. And I wanted to tap into talking about your physical desires because we are humans. You get it? Really, we spirit living in a human situation, but we ain't finna get into all that right now. But when it comes to your physical desires, it's okay, people. Like, whatever y'all want that's material objects, you can have it. If you want a Lamborghini, it's okay. If you want millions of dollars, it's okay. If you want to have good, passionate sex, it's okay. If you want to have that rolling with a dabber ranch, it's okay if that's what you want. Like, whatever you want, because we humans and we can't get off of the fact that we have desires. Man, let me find this quote that is said by Rumi in here. I wish I can find it. Okay. Rumi said, people who renounce desires often turn subtly into hypocrites. Because that's basically saying you denouncing being a human. You get what I'm saying? Think of all the times in life where you done told yourself, I'm not going to do this no more. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. And then you get in a situation, you get the desire, and you do it again. You probably done let yourself down thousands of times because we human. We don't have to, honestly, we don't have to live like Mother Teresa. We don't have to be like Jesus. We don't have to be like Buddha. We don't have to be like Gandhi. We don't have to be like any of these spiritual leaders. The best thing for you to do is be yourself. It's okay, bro. We in this physical realm, and that's what comes with it. That's just like saying you're a human. You don't want to. You not emotions, or you don't have emotions. But being a human comes with emotions, and being a human comes with desires. And the good thing about desires is they can actually bring you closer to source, to God, to whatever you want to call it, to the infinite intelligence. We're not going to get caught up in the name. But just think, if somebody want to be pure, it's probably because they had some type of addiction. You see what I'm saying? In order to want to be healthy, you probably had some type of health issues. So it's the desire that we all experience. So don't trip off of your physical desires, and don't let nobody tell y'all that, oh, you can't have this. If you like jewelry, if you like flashy stuff, it's okay. But there is a thin line between desiring and just looking for these external stimuli to heal you. And I think that's what a lot of people do. They looking for these external material objects to satisfy them. And no matter what you get in the material realm, once you get it, it's never going to always feel the same. So let's say, for instance, I don't know, a dream job. You're going to be so excited in the beginning of getting a dream job that after a while, this is going to be like, okay, I got it. The ego going to kick in and you're going to be like, what's next? What's next? I want something bigger. I want something better. I want a promotion. I want to move up. It's like that ego gets into play. And it's crazy because I don't know if I mentioned this story, but a couple of days ago, I was at a gas station just going in, and I was coming out the bathroom. Lady asked, she was like, hey, is that your car? I got a Jeep Cherokee. I was like, yeah. And she was like, wow, I really love that car. That's a really nice car. Mind you, this is my first Jeep ever. So, like, to me, it's a Jeep. It ain't, I mean, it's a Jeep. But she was like, oh my gosh, I love his Jeep, da da da. And just me being, I was like, yeah, you know what? I do love that Jeep. This is my first Jeep. And say now I want to get the big Jeep Wrangler with the big tires and the doors hanging off. And she was like, yeah, that's just, I forget how she said it, but it was in a comical way, but it made me realize like, yo, she was like, yeah, that's how it always happens. You get something, you just want more, bigger and better. And it hit me. I was like, wow, that's how the ego works. It's never satisfied. You always want more. You always want bigger. You always want better. So at what point is it the ego and at what point is it a desire, or is it like a mixture of both? But don't feel bad for your physical desires. Now, sometimes the things you desire are things that you are already familiar with, which can be detrimental to you physically, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and so on. So you have to definitely continue the self-awareness. But this video was mainly talking about, not to feel bad about what you desire. We live in a material world, people. It's okay to want material objects. I mean, these clothes that I got on is material. This hat, these glasses, these are material objects that I like to wear, And I don't feel bad about it. And neither should you. So I think people should stop looking at these so-called quote-unquote gurus, or even these spiritual leaders, or these teachers and these preachers. I think a lot of us, we just put all these people on a certain pedestal and we forget that we got the same energy within us. You feel what I'm saying? So stop looking at all this extra and look within. Even on this YouTube channel with me, like, don't just think I'm the cream of the crop. I'm just here talking my experience and living within my purpose. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to do you. You feel? You got to do you, man. You just got to. Because you're sitting around here trying to do everything else but you, and it's not going to work out. You got to find ways to get closer to the source. You got to find ways to live and walk in your purpose. You feel what I'm saying? You got to, because if not, you're going to keep looping. You're going to keep looping. You got to express gratitude. You got to be of service to others. You got to spread this unconditional love. You got to know that we are all collective conscious. Everything is source. Everything is God, material and non-material. Once you grasp that concept, I'm telling you, you will manifest your desires. And a lot of things will start happening on the smallest cues. You'll start noticing little things. It might be a heightened intuition. You might just think something and it might pop up, or something you did in the past might come to your present that might benefit you now. And things just happen like that, and you don't have to tell everybody. I recommend don't tell nobody. Just keep those little situations to yourself and give thanks in silence, and learn to express gratitude on the smallest level. There's no day, no moment that should go by where you're not grateful for. So whatever you desire, don't feel bad about it. But make sure, it's aligned to what you want to do. Don't just be having desires because you think that's the trend, or you think it might make you happy. You already need to be happy before you get these desires, because your happiness is what's going to attract you to those desires, or attract you and your desires together. So don't feel bad for what you want, man. Y'all already know. If y'all want to, check this book out. Like I said, man, I'm actually about to check out all his books, and I don't even know if his other books will hit like this one for me. I'm just being real, but this is my first book by Wayne Dyer, man. And it's been an aha moment for me. So in the meantime, between time, y'all already know, stay up, stay down. Peace out.